Hi everyone, I'm Amanda L, and today we're doing yoga with weights. So I have some 10-pounders here. You can adjust this to whatever you feel would be appropriate for you. Maybe you grab a couple pair of weights just to have them on hand so you can play around. But I am sticking with 10 pounds. I also have a block. This is for some core work. If you have a block or a thick book or something like that, that would be great as well. And this is a mini one, so it doesn't have to be like a traditional block size. Don't worry about that. This one is smaller, but it will get the job done. And with that, grab your mat, grab your weights, grab your block, and let's get started. We're going to start right away today in a nice easy seat. Closing your eyes and just taking a moment to ground into this space here. Feeling the points of connection grounding you into the mat. Tall line of energy through the spine. Maybe a subtle shifting or swaying motion from side to side. Taking a big energizing inhale. And a long exhale out the mouth. And let's get ready to move, coming up onto all fours. Once you get there, rolling around and round, side to side, cat-cows. Just starting to wake up the body. And then tucking your toes, lifting your hips high, down dog. Keeping that movement going. Bending through the knees, pedaling out the feet. Big inhale, right leg sweeps up and back, down dog split. You can keep the leg there, or you can bend the knee, open the hip, drop down the left elbow. Pressing through the left foot, rocking back and forth. And then releasing, coming up and over, opposite side, left leg reaches high. Right elbow drops down, maybe bending the knee, opening the hip, pressing back and forth. Dropping the left foot to the mat and the left elbow, dolphin pose. Pausing in center here. Can you walk your feet a bit closer to the top of the mat? Wherever you land, rocking back and forth. Palms press firmly down into the mat, in line with the elbows. Then dropping your knees down, sinking your hips back, arms come at your side, folding into a child's pose. Holding onto the heels with the hands, pressing the top of the head into the mat and lifting your hips high, rounding through the spine. Sitting your hips to your heels, rounding up, cactusing out the arms, reaching the heart forward. Bringing your head towards the mat, hands to the heels, hips lifting up. Setting your hips onto your heels, heart reaching forward on the inhale. Exhale, rounding forward, grabbing the heels, pressing the head into the mat, rounding through the spine. And one more time like that, sitting your hips back, heart opens up. Rounding through center, pressing your hips high. Then sitting your hips back on your heels, Maybe bringing your knees out wider and arms reach towards the top of the mat. Walking your hands towards the right. And then taking them up and over towards the left. Coming back through center. Coming to sit up on your toes. And then leaning back, lifting your knees up off of the mat. Maybe you almost fall like I did. But you can gently lean back. Whew, I do not have it today. You can gently lean back, coming onto a toe sit here. And then can you drop the right knee down, bringing it through center, and the left knee down, coming through center. From here, keeping your heels high as you lift straight up, tall through the spine, to stand up on your toes. Heels to the mat, folding over, forward fold. Walking your fingertips to the top of the mat, down dog. Right away, rolling out into a plank pose. Lowering all the way down, pressing all the way up, plank. Meeting the mat, lowering down, pressing up. And one more time, all the way down. Right back up into your plank, holding here. And then dropping your knees back down. Sinking back onto your heels with your hips, grabbing a hold of one weight, bringing it with you. At any point in time, you need to drop down off of the toes, go for it, but I am committing to this toe stretch. So maybe you are joining me, maybe not. So having your weight, you're going to pick it up above your head. We're just going to release it back behind your head, pressing up, activating through the triceps. We're going to do this here for 9 more. And 8, if you want to grab both weights, you can explore with that as well. 7 and 6, keeping your elbows close in towards your head. For 4 more. Moving with control. 2 more. And final 1. Bringing that weight to the top of the mat, grabbing a hold of the other one, bringing it as well, pitter-pattering out through the feet. And then tucking your toes, lifting your hips high, downward dog. You can have your hands on your weights. If that isn't comfortable at all, just bring your hands beside your weights. Big inhale, right leg sweeps up and back, down dog split. Sending the foot to the top of the mat, dropping the back knee down. Pausing here for a moment. Tucking the back toes, lifting the back heel. Gentle rock back and forth. Taking your weights for a ride up into a high lunge. From here, we are going to drop the back knee down towards the mat, pressing right back up, going down, sending it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1. Pressing up into your lunge, holding here for a moment. Dropping your weights down towards the top of the mat, straightening out through both legs, folding over, forward fold. Leaning back a bit, bending through the knees to pop forward into a warrior three. Keeping a hold of your weights, going to round up through center, bringing that left knee with you, and then lifting your arms up, pressing into a shoulder pressed, bringing your arms back down, tipping that left leg back, dropping your weights down towards the mat, warrior three. Let's do that again. Rounding up, bringing your weights with you, as well as your left leg. Once you get there, pressing your arms high. Lowering your arms back down, sending that left leg back. This is number three. Pressing up, sweeping down and back. Moving slow and intentional for number four. And number five. On number five here, we pause at the top, finding and keeping that balance. And then lowering your arms down to parallel, or to cactusing your arms down, parallel with the floor. Keeping my balance here, and then pressing back up. We're going to hold it here and press up for 3, 2 more, 4, and 1 more. That's 5. Coming back down into your warrior 3. Once you get there, dropping that left leg down, maybe shaking out through the right leg. Stepping back into a plank pose. Keeping your hands on your dumbbells or off at the side as we lower halfway down. Press right back up. You can have your knees down as well to lower down. Right up. 3, 2 more, 4, and last one. And up, back, downward dog. Dropping your knees down, sinking your hips back, child's pose for a moment. Noticing how that right side feels. Regulating your breath. And let's make that happen on the opposite side. So grabbing a hold of one weight, tucking your toes, sitting your hips back onto your heels. Tricep action here. Arms up above your head. Elbows stay in close as you drop that weight back behind you. And pressing up and lowering it down. Right back up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Taking that weight to the top of the mat as you make your way up and back down dog. Right away, left leg sweeps up and back down dog split. Sending it to the top of the mat, dropping the back knee down for a moment, landing here. Right knee lifts up off of the mat, a little rock back and forth. Grabbing a hold of those weights as you round up into your high lunge. Pausing here for a moment, finding your stance that feels stable enough to drop that back knee down. Pressing it right back up, lowering it down, right back up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, final one. Pressing up, holding here for a moment. Weights drop down at the top of the mat, straightening out through the legs, folding over. Bend through the knees to shift your hips back, making it forward, warrior 3. Once you get yourself centered there, pressing firmly down through that left leg, rounding up. Bring your weights in, that leg along for the ride once you get there. Palms press high. Lowering them down. Taking that right foot back behind you. Dropping the weights down. And then rounding it up. Slow and intentional movements here. Arms reach high. Bringing them down. Right leg back. That's 2. Keep it moving. Seven more. Rounding up. And this is 6. I guess that we did an extra one because we only did 5 on the other leg. I was going for the gold there. Okay, rounding up again. Sorry about that. You're probably like, oh my gosh, 10 of these? Okay, we're back up to stand here. Bringing your arms out at your sides, pressing up and bringing them back down. Shoulder press for 2. Back down. 3. And down. Only 2 more. And down. Last one up and down. Swinging back into that warrior 3. Stepping back down dog. And then finding a child's pose. That's one thing about online teaching. Usually it's just you and yourself. But in person, people can be like, why are we doing 10 of these on the side? Which sometimes people don't even question it. Other times they do. Okay, catching your breath here, feeling the energy of the body, waking up. And rounding up to sit, grabbing a hold of your block. Bring your legs out in front of you. You can keep your weights at the top of the mat. We'll use them for one final option here after this. I guess you can also bring one with you if you want to add some weight to this core work other than the block. The block is going to come between the knees. So you can adjust the height depending on the width of your hips, but you want it about hips width distance. Once you have that all set up, coming onto your back, I can show you what it looks like with a weight as well. So you want to press your back firmly down into the mat. Your knees are at a 90-degree angle. If you want the weight, grabbing a hold of it, pressing it up above the head. And what we're going to do here is just a crunch. We're going to crunch up, fingertips or weight comes above the head or above the knees. And then you come back. If you don't have the weight, you can bring your hands back behind your head. If you do and it's too heavy, you can just bring it up above your head. So bringing it in and then lowering and lifting up and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. Keep it moving. Connecting to your breath. Making sure that back is pressing firmly down into the mat to really activate through that core. Squeezing the block between your legs. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Final one. Releasing your head back down onto the mat, and then dropping your feet down for a moment. Taking a big inhale and a long exhale. Rounding up into a boat pose, grabbing a hold of the block, and I want you to bring it underneath the right leg. Grab a hold of it with the left hand, and then lift the left leg up as you swing the block underneath to grab with the right. So you're alternating kind of in a boat bicycle here with that block. If you're feeling super ambitious, you could also try it with the weight, but it's really hard for me with this 10-pound weight. So if you have a lighter weight, you could try it with that, or you can keep it moving with the block. Connecting to your breath. Let's go 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and final one. And then rounding onto your back, bring your knees with you. Gentle sway side to side. Okay, rocking a few times back and forth on your spine. Coming up through sit, swinging your legs around, making sure both weights are at the top of the mat. And finding your way into a plank pose. You can have your hands up on the weights, or you can have them down beside them, but we will be using them here. So starting off on the left side, grabbing a hold of the weight, doing a row, and then opening up towards the left, dropping that weight down towards the mat. Up and over to the opposite side, row with the right arm, lifting it up, lowering it down, dropping it down. You can always bring your knees down, rowing, opening, dropping it back down to the mat, opposite side. Rowing on all fours, opening up, straightening out through that right leg as you lift, lowering it back down, and boom, there you go. We've already done a couple there, so we're going to keep it moving for 2 more on each side. And 1 more on the left. And then dropping your knees down, sinking your hips back for a moment in a child's pose. You can keep your hands on the weights. You want a bit of a lift to keep a deeper stretch through that upper body. And then rounding forward. We're going to burn it out with some push-ups. I'm going to keep my hands on the weights. You can also just bring them beside them. You can have your knees down, or you can have your legs up. We're going to lower down, right back up, and down, and up. Keep it moving. And up, lower, and lift. Keep it up, lowering, and lifting for 15. Yes. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, you can do it. Drop your knees if you need. 9, 8, awesome job. 7, I feel it. 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1, you got this, go. And up, and shifting back. Sitting up on your hips this time. Palms face down, maybe closing your eyes. Regulating your breath, feeling the strength we cultivated there. And then moving your weights off to the side. We are done with those for today. Walking your hands to the top of the mat, hips reach high, child's or puppy pose. Pressing your palms firmly down into the mat, rounding forward, allowing your hips to land. If this is too much, you can drop your elbows down to the mat. And then releasing your chest down, making a little pillow for your forehead to land on your hands. You could also bring your block if that is more comfortable, bending through the knees and just letting them rock from side to side. And then bring the left knee to a 90-degree angle out to the side. You can stay here on your forehead if that's enough of a stretch. If you want to come up into a more sphinx-like pose, pressing your heart forward, pressing that left knee down, that's a great space as well. If you want to take it even further, you can press the elbows up off of the mat, stopping wherever you can still maintain your breath fully. Wherever you're at, sliding the right arm over to the left side, threading the needle, and then rolling into a twist on your back. Keeping that knee bent as you twist your heart towards the sky. And then rounding back through center, switching legs. Right leg comes up at a 90-degree angle. Assessing how it feels right there. And maybe you press yourself up a bit, whatever that looks like for you, where you can still retain your breath. Or maintain your breath, not retain. You're looking to breathe, not retain. Threading the needle with the left arm to twist up and open, keeping that right leg in towards your chest. And then rolling onto your back. Once you get there, Bring your knees in towards your chest. Gentle rock from side to side. And taking this final moment here to choose your own adventure, a final pose, shape, movement that supports you in this moment. Maybe it's a happy baby, maybe it's a plow pose. Maybe you just stay here and rock from side to side like me. Taking a moment in this class to let yourself be your guide in a more concrete way. So during yoga, we should always be our own guides, shifting the practice in ways that supports us the most in it and through it. But in this moment, allowing yourself to embody that fully and completely, creating your own practice just for a few more moments. Wherever you're at, coming out, allowing your feet to drop, knees to knock in towards each other, closing your eyes, and allowing the human to just be in this moment. The physical vessel is just in a place of existence here. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. You've allocated the exact time that this class is to take this class. So the time is there. And the time is not wasted by being here. Not one bit. Bring your knees into your chest, keeping your eyes closed as you make your way up to sit. Big inhale, arms reach high, palms pressed together at the top. Pulling your thumbs down to your chest, plugging into your heartbeat. Big inhale up through the nose. And a long exhale out the mouth. 2 more times. Big inhale. And a nice long exhale. And one more. Big inhale. And an easy exhale. And opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let me know in the comments if you have any special requests for any future videos. If you like yoga with weights and you would like to see more of that, or if you don't like it and you would like to see something else or anything in between, I post yoga videos every single day. So I'm always looking to connect with you and to get some more ideas of what you're looking for so that we can practice again soon. And with that, I will see you next time.